Alright, y'all. Your boy DH Nation back again to roast another moron. I don't know. I know it's just, November's coming around, Thanksgiving is coming, and, it's time to shit on somebody. I'm going to get on the topic a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be a video about race, and I'm also going to be decrypting this guy's video, Black Knuckles, whoever he calls himself. Yeah, he names himself after a Sonic character, most likely. But basically, if there's one thing I don't like about my community, this is about me as a black man. I don't like when people gatekeep shit. I don't like when we have to gatekeep everything. We gotta have our hip hop. We gotta have our food. We gotta have our fucking dance moves. We gotta have our hairstyle. You can go right down to hairstyles, really. Like this shit. Like if you had this type of hair as a white guy, you would be persecuted by my community because of this. And really, I just don't see why. These are just the same type of niggas to be saying, "Oh, you a bunch of culture vultures. Why are you taking shit from Africa? Why you gotta steal our dance moves? Why you gonna be stealing hip hop?" These would be the same type of niggas who be like stealing, who have all these anime art styles, fucking anime, Black Goku, fucking Dragon Ball, all these Black Dragon Ball characters, race swapping all these anime characters, Demon Slayer, any anime you can pick, any popular anime anyway, they'll race swap it. They'll turn them black and swear to God that's true diversity. And it's like, oh yeah, it's bad when other people lift from our culture, but when you do that exact same thing with Japanese culture, suddenly it's a bad thing. It's like, it's fucking hypocrites, dude. And it's like, I don't care about either one. Like, honestly, like, stuff from other countries are very interesting. And, as a black man, I feel flattered that, most K-pop stars would, try to take our rhythm and shit, and, kind of do it better than us, if we being honest. But, not better than Janet Jackson, but, oh, what am I ranting about? Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm running my damn mouth. This is gonna be a long video. Basically, I don't like the method that our community likes to do. I don't like that the black community gatekeep stuff. I'm fully at the belief that, we can all be human at the end of the day. I'm at the belief that we are all human. We're all human on the inside. We're all, it doesn't matter what race you are. Like, that's what I'm really trying to say. I don't like people who make everything about race. Like, just accept the fact that people are just human. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. And the video I'm about to show y'all today, it's what made me want to do this video. And trust me, the lighting in here, yeah, it's not going to be doing that flash shit. So, here we are. Alright, did I cuss at the beginning? Alright, let's get into it.
Race is an ancient concept that has always been around in some capacity, whether people want to admit to it or not. There's nothing inherently bad about labels. It's the meaning behind them that makes things what they are.
So far, I was trying to hear him out. This was the portion of the video. It was like, okay, that's very true. Race is an inescapable concept of life. You can't go anywhere without anyone bringing up the fact that you're black or Asian or anything like that. It's not like on some racist type shit like he's gonna say. It's just like, race is gonna come up every once in a while. It's just can't really get away from it. It's a good topic. I should say.
Positive or negative. I mean, if labels didn't exist, then how else would people be able to tell the difference between things, places, people, etc.? The problem comes in when people decide that labels are reason enough to be at odds with someone of a different label, especially as it pertains to race. But that's not the subject of this video. Now, this right here is about the argument of why you gotta bring race into it, whenever race is actually pretty damn relevant to the topic or the situation.
Even when it is relevant to the conversation, I have seen some fucking piss poor takes. Like, trust me, the whole Miles Morales, his Spider-Man argument had me so fucking drained, man. Trust me.
Every group of people has their own culture, their own way of thinking, their own way of doing things. And that's all fine. People being in different parts of the world with different environments with their own unique attributes can't possibly be exactly the same as people of other places. Long story short, everybody has something different to bring to the table. However, whenever this pertains to black people, things tend to get a bit flimsy. And I know there's some cats that just sighed hard as shit just now. Not that I really care, I'm just saying. If what I'm about to talk about makes you feel some type of way, then then that's how you feel. Also, I'm not speaking generally on absolutes. So if you get offended by what I say, regardless of how much I say certain people or some people, it's probably because I'm talking to you.
Oh God, people beware. Because anytime people do that, have that little sarc mark, you know, that whole, oh, I'm going to say some stupid shit and you're going to listen to it. That's the sign that you're going to hear some stupid shit imaginable, man. Like, honestly. I want to hear him out, but honestly, you know, that he's directly talking to me. So that means he's going to say some stupid shit. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. He says Africans are being erased.
Now, black people have created and contributed many things to the collective world, from culture to knowledge to philosophy to inventions to trends and even social movements that impacted the world, or at least a big ass portion of it. It always seems like whenever black people make these positive contributions, they're either overshadowed or blotted out entirely, and the credit is given to someone else.
Oh my dear God. Are you one of those single tier people? Do I look like a double fucking rainbow to you?
This guy strikes me as the type of guy who would look at that Jada Pinkett Cleopatra shit and be like, oh yeah, that's goodness, that's art. Why ain't more black people? This is black art, people. This is black art, like that Denzel Washington Malcolm X movie. Fucking that can eat shit, because this is black beauty. Like, bruh, who cares? Like, people, like, normally whenever black history is brung up, fucking idiots out there can easily try to tamper with it. Now, I thought he was going to go that direction, because people can easily tweak history and say that shit was more extra than what it already is when it really wasn't. Like, take the Tulsa riots, for example.
The actual Tulsa riots were caused when a black man by the name of Dick Rowland was arrested after being accused of sexually assaulting a young white woman named Sarah Page. He entered the same elevator as her. There was a scream, and he was reported as running out of it. No one knows what actually happened, but the Tulsa Tribune published an article asserting he assaulted her. This sparked a police response, and a group of white citizens arrived at the courthouse. He was being held to lynch him. The black neighborhood formed a posse, mostly made up of veterans who returned from World War I to arrive to protect him. An incident occurred, and a gunfight between the two sides kicked off. 10 whites and 2 blacks were supposedly killed in this firefight, and this snowballed into the white neighborhood, forming an angry mob to take revenge on the black neighborhood. This is what sparked off the infamous race riots. It was undeniably motivated by racial tensions, but has since been exploited by various racial activists, and many details are exaggerated to a degree that really calls for a neutral third party to investigate. The details about the attacked planes are just rumors. Nothing confirms this was actually a thing, especially since the report regarding the Tulsa riots that came out in 2001 clarified that only 6 military-grade aircraft were present in the area at the time of the riot, with 2 inoperable, 2 having been freshly purchased and not ready to fly yet, and the last 2 were still on base 212 miles away at Fort Still when the riots kicked off. The only planes that could have been there would have been privately owned. The only possible owners would be the airfield itself, the Curtis Southwest Airplane Company, or the local oil company that was the backbone to the Tulsa economy, St. Clair Oil Company, neither of which would probably appreciate their property being seized for the purpose of being used to murder women and children in a violent race riot. In truth, the police captain at the time, George Blaine, did fly over the black neighborhood during the fomenting of the riots, but it wasn't to drop bombs. It was to check if any armed mobs were forming. There's no evidence any explosives were dropped or guns were fired. Instead, the claims seem to originate from a black newspaper company that wanted to amp up the drama of the riots for their readers. They all come from anonymous sources and people recalling stories from relatives. Even though representatives to the NAACP itself were there, and not one spoke of attack planes. It simply comes down to exaggeration for the sake of drama. to evoke the imagery of white supremacists gunning down black civilians in attack planes. Also, apparently, the black neighborhood was never referred to as the Black Wall Street. It was just a regular neighborhood that was slightly better off than others. The name, once again, became popular in retrospect to push the idea that the riots were motivated by racial tensions and jealousy instead of the gunfight that happened outside of the courthouse. The Tulsa riots are a tragedy, but there's quite a lot of exaggeration and warped details around it, to the point that even the official report that was drafted in 2001 admits it had trouble finding the truth due to the amount of time and emotional bias around the event, without ever addressing the arrest of Dick Rowland or the gunfight outside of the courthouse. It wouldn't excuse the actions of the rioters, but it's a shade of nuance taken out of the story for the sake of exploitation and boiling down a complicated situation to its most simplistic for the lowest common denominator.
And, you know, usually it's like, it's cultural revisionism, dude. Like, people always, I don't like that shit. I don't like when you purposely turn, it's bad enough when you do it to characters, but when you do it to, like, real life white figures, that's fucking stupid. We already have enough black figures, man. Why do we need Black Cleopatra? Why do we need a Greek woman to be black? Come on.
Now, people will go out of their way to either ignore, erase, or hide the fact that something amazing was created by black people. I mean, it even goes back as far as motherfuckers who swear that the ancient Egyptians were everything except black.
What the fuck?
I swear to God, man, this video is getting more retarded by the minute, man. Why do black people think Egyptians are black? Egyptians are their own fucking race. You wouldn't call an Asian person Japanese, you fucking idiot. It's like this, and like I said before, it's cultural revisionism. These niggas feel the need to change history and make it black because they don't have anything else going on. Like, come on, man, that's the most pathetic shit imaginable. Like, it would be bad enough if a white person was doing this shit. It's bad enough that white people are just, like, you know, taking black history and twisting it, and we don't even know other shit that was going on. But it's bad enough when you have black people doing this shit. You're overinflating black history with this shit, man. There was no black Egyptians. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, God, man. It's a power trip with these people. That's all it is. Like, it's a power trip. These people feel the need to inject their race into other things. Honestly, and these would be the same people who will call you a white supremacist or an Uncle Tom for just saying, hey, maybe a mermaid shouldn't be black. But hey, these characters these are real life people we're talking about, man. And, like, you know, it doesn't help that black history is a very touchy subject. There's a lot of shit that should be talked about, but people like this prevent that because they want to make everything black, man. Even shit, why do you want shit that's from other cultures to be with us? Come on. Like, this just makes no sense. I hate the whole, everything needs to be about race. No, the fuck it doesn't. It doesn't. No, the fuck it doesn't. It literally just, everything, we're all human at the end of the day. We all have our shit to do. We all have our things to say. Like, who the fuck cares if we're black? Who the hell cares if I'm black? Who the hell cares if you're black? Who the hell cares if anybody else? Like, we're all human at the end of the day. We got our own shit to be dealing with right now in the debate. We're about skin color and shit. It's just such a trivial topic. It's so fucking stupid. It's such a fucking, I'm losing breath. I need a drink of water. Oh, man. Did you see steam coming out of my mouth, out of my ears? You know, I get riled up about this shit because it's just like, it makes my community look bad. We look like jealous fucking idiots who don't know what we're talking about, man. This whole, the first astronaut to be on the moon was actually black, but the NASA purposely erased him. Like, shut your ass up. That is the biggest load of cope I have ever heard. Like, I can buy the moon landing being fake, but the fact that there was a black astronaut out there, I mean, yeah, there are black astronauts, but there was the first black astronaut to be on the moon. Come on, dude, come the fuck on, bro. Come on. people like I be hearing the most dumbest shit from our community, man. It's just like this is stupid. We need to stop doing this shit, man. Like making up fake stories. We need to stop. We need to stop fucking gatekeeping. We need to stop gatekeeping our shit because it's like our culture is universal. Like human culture, it's universal. Like it's just man, this whole thing. It's just I get riled up because it's just you're not making the argument any better. You're not making the talk about racism or anything like that any better. Like you're talking about, oh, they're erasing the Africans. They're erasing Black history. Nigga, what type of fucking Minority Report? What type of Stephen King novel are you in? Where is that happening yet? Where? Because I haven't heard about it. This shit is just getting more stupid, man. I can't with these type of opinions. I can't with this type of shit. I'm all for hearing another person's point of view. But this is way too fucking bigoted and stupid, man. It's so fucking dumb. Like, it's literally just, oh, why aren't you including us and stuff? Like, you just, like, nigga, say what you want. You want a participation award. That's what you want. And it's that whole thing. It's why Hollywood and white people, it's why we're getting more watered down shit anyway. It's why we're getting all these black versions. We're getting sloppy seconds. And that's being called diversity and shit. It's bad enough when characters are being race swapped. But when real people, real historic figures are being turned black, and keep in mind, history can easily be rewritten. Just one scribble, just one fucking scribble, and people will instantly think it's that Woman King bullshit. Remember that Woman King shit? Fucking African women, like, oh, fucking hell. I feel bad for Viola Davis. I feel bad she was in that. Very talented actress, but. What the fuck, man? I hate cultural revisionism. It's that whole thing where it's just like, I hate when they ever make a slave movie. You know, they be playing Roots on Christmas, nigga? Why do they play slave movies on the black channels every fucking year? It's that type of shit. It's like, you want to wallow in your own victim mentality. Me? I don't care. Like, yeah, there's some problems in my community. There's problems all over the world. And, the only way we can solve them is by talking or just by doing nothing at all, because it's inevitable. It's just, honestly, man, I don't know. It's just so fucking, this shit is just, it bugs me every time race is being brought up, because it's not being done. It's usually done as like a crutch. Like, oh, yeah, I got stiffed on my job, but better blame the whiteys. Shit, burping and shit. It's like, dude, who fucking cares? Like, hell yeah, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. It's like, nigga, who cares? Who fucking cares? Like, Thomas Edison had a black guy. He invented the light bulb. Who cares, bro? Like, who cares? Life is too... Who cares, man? Like, we do have black history. We're just... Like, this whole video is... I'm not going to review the rest of it, because, honestly... Where else can you go from there? This whole, everything has to be about race. Nigga, no the hell it doesn't. You're sad. You have to make everything about race, because that's what makes your life go. That's what makes your life go all the way. That's what makes your hamster wheel spin. That's what makes your life passable. Because honestly, any person who's just bent out of shape about black history, or bent out of shape that we were slaves, dude, you weren't there. You weren't even a fucking sperm cell when we were enslaved. So stop bringing that shit up. Focus on more... I think more black people need to focus on the future. We need to focus more on what we can do to better ourselves for our children and grandchildren than focusing on what our ancestors did. They fucked up. They fucked up, man. It's up to us to change the future, man. For our children. What kind of world can we live for our children and grandchildren if we just get stuck up about race all the time? Oh, you're white. Oh, you're black. Who the fuck cares? Oh, I don't like you for being black. I don't like you for being white. I don't like you for being this other shit. Like, who cares, man? Like, this is the type of nigga who would say, oh, black people can't be racist. We have nothing to be racist for. Like, nigga, yes the fuck you can. And this shit proves it. You're literally doing what white people would actually do. You're changing history. You're claiming shit that white people did. You're complaining about how, oh, they're erasing Black history. Meanwhile, you're making fucking Cleopatra black. Like, I think it's a power trip, honestly. Like, these people have to be on some power trip type shit, because literally, I don't know where else you can go with this. I'm not reacting to the full video. Like, those 2 clips I just brung up should just sum up why I just don't really like the topic of race, because people can easily turn that into a negative thing. I'm more of a human type of guy. I'm just like, oh, like, I'm just like, who cares, really? Like, honestly, as long as you're, like, a cool, outstanding guy you're not doing any type of shit in the world, who fucking cares what your race is, man? Like, you know, it's... Dr. King tried to say that shit, and he died along with that saying. And what do? We're complaining about stupid shit on the internet. We're complaining about fucking white people. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's a whole new decade. It's 2020. And we're still on that fucking, that black guilt shit. That whole, we're our ancestors shit. No, the fuck we're not. We're human beings. Our ancestors are dead. They've been dead for decades. Focus on the future. Stop fucking focusing on the past, man. Damn, I'm parched. I gotta drink some more water. Damn, man, I need to get this out. This shit genuinely irritates me, and I don't know when this video will come out. I could probably stall it, but just know that I'm not for this shit. I am not for this whole I'm black and I'm better than you shit. It's that type of mentality. That gives us a bad name. Like, not only, like, they once thought we were dumb, but now, like, we're better than everybody. I don't like that bougie mentality. I don't like that I'm better than somebody because I'm a different color than them. These be the same people who will say that you're a whole ass white supremacist. Like, if a white person was saying that what he said in that video, people would swear up and down that he's a white supremacist. Ooh, you're erasing Black history. You're erasing Africans. No, the fuck, dude, what world do you live on? Honestly. Oh, man, ignore that. Oh, man, I needed to get this shit out. I hate these type of people. I hate this argument. I hate these fucking fake woke-ass niggas who always want to bring race into shit. Race is a very divisive topic as it is. I mean, yeah, it's an inescapable topic, but you make race a difficult topic by saying dumb shit like this. Like, honestly, I do want other races to talk shit out, but that's never gonna happen. We're humans. Humans are very flawed. We're capable of making mistakes. We're capable of making mistakes, you know? And, you know, it's just like, I want there to be fairness, but realistically, that can never happen. Like, you know, racial equality, that's never gonna really happen. It does in some subsets in this country, but it doesn't last long. Trust me, the next black guy that gets shot or the next black girl that gets killed, trust me, who do you think they're gonna blame? Are they gonna blame are they gonna blame the police or some other white person? Do you think even if the perpetrator was black, they would blame white people? Like, honestly. Oh, man, this was a fucking tire. I don't know when this video will be out now, honestly. Because it's just like, man, this shit is stupid. Yeah, honestly, I don't know where to go. I'm not going to see the full video of this. I've watched enough before doing this recording, and I just needed to say this. If you genuinely operate on that logic that black people are being erased for some reason, if you genuinely operate on that black victim logic, constantly blaming other races for your own problems, eat shit. That's all I gotta say. Just go fuck yourself. And I don't say that because you're black. I'm saying that because you're a fucking asshole. And I know what type of shit you want to run on. And this is the same type of dude who literally fucking kisses the fucking ground of anime. He's literally stealing, like, I'm not saying if you like anime, you're stealing from Japan. You're stealing from Japanese people. I'm saying, like, it's the sheer logic of that. By your own logic, you're stealing from another culture. But hey, as long as you're not white and you're named after candy, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm at my wit's end this year. I've had a lot of shit to complain about on this channel. I don't know. Again, I don't know when this will be uploaded, but shit, man, this shit just pisses me off. I don't like black supremacy because that's what this really is. This is not a whole black thing. This is a I don't even know what to call it. I'm so fucking pissed. I was running my. I just need to run my mouth a little bit because this whole video is just gonna be gibberish. Hopefully, hopefully people will see what I mean because it's just like this shit is stupid, man. I hate this whole thing. Like, well, you gotta bring race into it. Yeah, that's a good question. Why do you need to bring race into it? If a black person gets killed by another black person, why do you need to bring up white people? Why do you feel the need to bring up white people in every time a black person gets killed? Even when the perpetrator isn't white. You'll probably say other races as well if you're truly a fucking scumbag. Like, honestly, it's these people who should be saying like, oh, you're racist and all this other shit. You literally assume all white people to be racist. So guess what that makes you, my good man? Speed racist. Oh man, I've been running my fucking mouth. I don't like this. I don't like this topic. I don't like my community I don't like my community's tone. I don't like it's just negative, man. The topic of race is always going to be a touchy subject for, a lot of my black peers, but honestly, I just need to tell you to just fucking grow thicker skin, nigga. That's all I really need to tell you, because, like, not everybody's racist. Not everybody's out to lynch you. You're in 2020. It's 2023, dude. It's about to be a whole other year. If you got this far while being black, you'll be fine. Stop being fucking paranoid. Stop saying, oh, they were erasing black history. Stop saying that shit, man. It just makes us look like jealous bitches, man. Like, I don't like that my race just has this high school white bitch mentality of, oh, they have other stuff and I don't like that. Like, nigga, get your ass on somewhere. Oh my god. I'm gonna end this video soon, so honestly, yeah, subscribe to the channel, DH Nation forever. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about people, man. Just
make sure to check out the ongoing series Red Dragonfly. It's available to read on Wattpad and it was one of my favorite stories to write. Read them all. Link will be in the description.